Welcome to News World. To get more updates, please subscribe this channel. Feral black thugs beat Texas Trump supporter to edge of death for one sick reason: media is dead silent. Over the last 8 years, under the failed leadership of Barack Obama, race relations have deteriorated as the race baiter-in-chief pitted Americans against each other. By focusing on identity politics and fanning the flames of division, the American people were divided, and now it has reached a breaking point. Ever since Donald Trump was elected, the left has continued with their destructive narrative of how all white people are racists and that violence is the only answer to combat this manufactured race war. White people across the country are increasingly viciously attacked in textbook-style hate crimes, but the mainstream media has been silent. Instead of these attacks garnering the same national attention as others, these hate crimes are often pushed to the side and forgotten. Now, another white man was violently attacked by a pack of feral black thugs, and what they said as they beat this man to a bloody pulp proves we are at war. Michael Temple is saxophonist from Austin, Texas, and hardly one to pick a fight or cause a scene. However, that all changed last week when Temple, the mild-mannered musician, was brutally attacked when leaving Friend's Bar at 1:45 a.m. while he was walking to his car, and of course, the media is silent. Temple was punched twice, suffered a concussion, and had a temporary loss of hearing as a result of this attack. Due to his hearing loss, he has had to suspend his work as a saxophonist. So what did Mr. Temple do? Here is more from Downtrend. An Austin man said he was the victim of a hate crime after being punched twice on 6th Street over the weekend. He tells Fox 7 that he suffered a severe concussion and has temporarily lost hearing in his right ear. For now, it has caused him to stop performing as a saxophonist. The man said he was minding his own business when he was assaulted. His biggest hope is that police can find the guy, before something worse happens. "I didn't do anything, and to have this random act of violence against you. Like, how safe would you feel after that?" said Michael Temple, victim of alleged assault. Michael Temple was leaving Friend's Bar around 1:45 Saturday morning. He was headed to his car when he said he came across a group of 6 or 7 African American men at 6th and Sabine. "When I was walking by them, the dude said, 'F Donald Trump,' and then just full force punched me right in the ear," said Temple. He was knocked to the ground, then got back up. Moments later he said he was sucker punched again, in the back of the head, before the men scattered off. "Got back to my car, made it home, thank God. That night I couldn't hear out of my ear at all. The next day I wake up and couldn't hear out of my ear, so I went to urgent care. She saw there was fluid behind my ear," said Temple. He was told to go to the emergency room. Doctors told Temple he also suffered a severe concussion. While there, he reported what happened to the Austin Police Department, who have listed the incident as assault with injury. "To me, honestly, I think it's a hate crime. Why would you say F Donald Trump and hit me? If you just hit me and didn't say anything. But am I associated with Donald Trump because does white mean you're associated with Donald Trump? I didn't vote for him, I don't stand for anything he believes in," said Temple. Temple has been a saxophonist for more than 30 years. For now, because of his injury, he is unable to play. He is praying he can fully recover. "Playing as a musician, not being able to hear out of my right ear, and just because of pressure, it will be painful for me to play. Like, I can't play at all right now. It's very frustrating because it's what I love, it's my hobby, it's like my passion. To have that taken away from you, hopefully it's not permanently," said Temple. Temple said the guy who punched him was a dark-skinned African American, around 6 feet 2 inches in height, between 24 and 25 years old and wearing dark clothing. He reached out to Fox 7 for help, hoping someone may have seen something or that a business has the incident on surveillance. "He hit me hard enough to give me a concussion. He could kill somebody else," said Temple. What is terrible about this story besides the fact that Temple was brutally attacked, but that the police are not investigating this as a hate crime? You could bet that if Temple were a black man, there would be protests in the streets and the police would be investigating this case until the white devils were brought to justice. And that is not an exaggeration of the truth at all. For instance, a black woman in Missouri received national attention after someone allegedly threw a piece of fried chicken at her car. The police began a full investigation into the drive-by fried chicken toss, saying that the incident had racial undertones. Seriously? It could not have been just a jerk who throws random pieces of chicken at people? No, that was investigated as a hate crime, but a man that is attacked based on his white skin is not. Temple is not the only white person to be attacked because of their skin color, and he will not be the last. However, since the mainstream media buries these stories, they do not get the attention they deserve, and justice is never truly served. Hopefully, in time, this will change, but until then it is up to us to make sure these stories are told so they are not forgotten.